Hi everyone, this is Brad Cummings from BoardGameGeek.com, and we're here with Jeff and Eric from Shenandoah Studios, the makers of Battle of the Bulge. And yeah, we just got done with an excellent panel, but we just want to maybe talk about how Battle of the Bulge is doing since it's been released.
Yeah, we're very happy with how Battle of the Bulge has been doing. We had a very strong release, and the sales have actually continued at a higher rate than we expected. So
we're thrilled.
We're very happy.
As far as a lot of online activity, has there been a lot of play, a lot of games being done?
Yeah, we actually found that it was somewhat surprising. I think something like 90% of our sessions have been single player against the AI. We expected there to be more of an asynchronous multiplayer component through Game Center, but
it's rising though.
Yeah.
The longer it's in the market, the more people try Game Center.
I think it's also true that AI games, for obvious reasons, go a lot faster than Game Center. So I think maybe when we made our projections, we didn't fully account for that.
And I'm personally very proud of the Game Center game. I think it's one of the best war games I've ever played of any kind. And I routinely have 7 or 8 games going on simultaneously with people from all over the world, including strangers. Just click a button and you're suddenly playing. It's pretty remarkable.
So have you guys had any interesting stats about like if certain side is winning more often than others, or how it kind of shifts?
I think it's come out to be statistically pretty even. I'm not going to swear on a Bible that it's 50%, 50%, but when the analytics come in, the two sides actually come out pretty even.
And that said, the more skilled player usually wins. And I'm a mediocre player, so I lose 2/3 of the time, but that's okay. It's not because I'm playing the Germans or playing the Americans. It's because I'm a mediocre player.
And would you guys ever consider like introducing new units or balance tweaks to what's currently existing in Battle of the Bulge?
We are looking at introducing some new scenarios, and we're looking at introducing some new personalities. I would hesitate to mess with what's out there already, just because I don't like to pull the rug out from under people, especially in a game that's as complex as Bulge, and especially when our statistics indicate that by and large it isn't broke. So don't fix it.
Definitely, it's not broken at all. It's the ratings show it. 4.5-star ratings from all over the world, and we have players all over the world. 1/3 of our players are outside of English-speaking countries. Big surprise.
Right. I'm just curious about what the future from Shenandoah Studios is. The possible new games, additional scenarios, things like that.
You've got LL Maine. We have LL Maine in development. So why don't you tell me about that?
Sure. So LL Maine is going to be a sequel to Battle of the Bulge. It's going to use the same core system. So you'll see the same area movement, buckets of dice with terrain soak, mechanic for combat, supply tracing, but it's based around the battles in the desert in 1942. So obviously the map is completely different, the units are completely different.
Minefields.
And there's going to be things like minefields and fortifications, and we're also working on tweaks to the rules to try to capture the sort of different feel of mobile warfare in the desert, so it doesn't just feel like Bulge with a different map.
Great. And
far along. I mean, we've been testing it for months, and it's got 3 scenarios, and it's pretty far along.
And before you even ask the question, no, we're not sure when we're launching it. We've been testing it for a while, but it's not mature enough yet that I would feel comfortable giving a timeline.
Yeah. And besides which, to actually release a game of this kind, we have all the historical information to write, all the tutorials to write, all the helps. We've got a lot of work yet to do on the game. But it's moving along.
Thanks for reminding me.
And I have to say that the historical information that you guys put in your games is really amazing and really is almost an added bonus to the game that you're getting. It's basically a history lesson. If I, in the future have a child who's studying Battle of the Bulge, I think that is a key resource.
Because I worked at SPI and I'm was mentored by Rebin Simonson, so I come from that background. I'm a Board Game Geek member of many years standing, and all of us in our team are historical board gamers, and so that stuff meant something to us. We felt it would mean something to a lot of other people. We've been very pleasantly surprised how well it's been received. I think even more surprising to me personally was how well the music and sound effects have been received. We've gotten way more kudos on that than we expected, and we're very proud of that, but it was unexpected.
Yeah.
And the game has done very well, and the number of reviews we got was much higher than we expected. And I don't know, it was a wonderful launch. And on iOS, there's a point where we're all around the desk, and Jeff pushes a button, and it ships onto iOS, and it starts going live across the world. It was absolutely amazing. It took about an hour and a half to propagate. And somebody would go, oh, first sale in France. Right. Oh, wow, first sale in Japan. And you could watch it in real time. It was absolutely spine-tinglingly exciting.
One thing we will definitely not be doing for El Alamein is giving a release time. Because we told everyone that we were pushing Bulge out at 3 o'clock Eastern, and then it took an hour and a half to propagate, and we were getting emails. We were like, we know.
That's really funny.
Not doing that again.
So are there any projects in the works that kind of go beyond the Battle of the Bulge system?
Talk about that in some terms. We have my Civil War system. I'm working on that. It's based on the Across 5 Aprils game that I did many years ago for Victory Games. It's a new combat system. It's because it's an iOS game, so it'll be built from the ground up as an iOS-only product, an iPad-only product, at least at first. And so we're going to begin development on that, sometime this summer. We have a lot going on. We're raising a funding round for our company. We're interviewing to hire people. We're growing, and we have 10 games under contract. 2 of them. There's 8 others. Well, actually, no, 3 of them now. There's 7 others, and lots happening. It's exciting.
Great. Well, thanks for speaking. Oh, did you have something to add?
I just wanted to add that, as Eric said, we are looking at expanding the studio. So if you're watching this interview and you are a developer or an artist or producer, really anyone who loves board games, drop us a line.
Oh, and also I want to thank those of you that supported us on Kickstarter. That was a phenomenal success for us. And we raised $37,000, which was great and covered part of our development costs, nowhere near all of it. But the publicity that all of you did to help get the word out was absolutely crucial. And Board Game Geek itself, the word that came across to the world from Board Game Geek was enormous for us, and we appreciate it so much. And we are going to do some additional Kickstarters, not for El Alamein, but for my Civil War game. We'll probably have a Kickstarter, and some other games will as well. So we'll let you know.
I just want to give a little more background on that. After the Kickstarter campaign results came in, we had several investors who funded the rest of the Bulge development. So the money we raised was only a fraction of what it cost to develop Bulge, but I think we can really say to all the Kickstarter people that Battle of the Bulge would not have happened without you.
Yeah, it was really important.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. It was great to speak with you, and it sounds like a lot of great things are coming out, and look forward to, I'm sure, people will be happy to back you up on Kickstarter again, since
eventually win as the Germans or beat the Germans.
I will continue to practice and hone my skills. Thank you.
Probably beat
oh yeah, maybe, okay. We'll have to set that up afterwards. Thank you.